Good afternoon on what is a mild grey and cloudy day. It is Thursday, the 15th of August, and I'm in the reading of a nice tea and a box to continue unboxing. And if you recognise this box, you will know that what I've got in here is all of the releases for Free RPG Day 2024, which took place on Saturday, June the 22nd, which I've been unboxing and reviewing over the course of the past few weeks. I'm getting almost to the end of it, but nevertheless, I still want to thank Wayland for being able to source all of these for me, and of course, last but not least, my glamorous assistant for coming out and calling the random numbers in which I will actually unbox them.
That's fine.
So, without further ado, we will open up and actually down to what is actually the final two releases in this pack. So, this is really simple, oh glamorous assistant. I need a number between 1 and 2.
Let's go for number one.
Number 1. Oh, this is level 1, volume 5, the Free RPG Day, Indie RPG Anthology. This is always the densest of releases for Free RPG Day because it contains lots of different mini games. It's probably the one thing released on Free RPG Day which you'll come back to because each of the games is replayable. So, we're back for our 5th year with Command Line, a brand new download of fresh indie RPGs for Free RPG Day. This year's designers take us to the internet, the future, and other worlds. We've abandoned Discord, servers, viruses, robots, and even golems. We have hacking simulations and a simulation of hacking. You can become a god, an outer space pet, or as predicted, a hacker. Inside this volume, you'll find LARPs, solo games, experiments, pastiches, and even trad roll-a-die killer monster games. So strap on your keyboard and get ready to jack into them, chummer. We're so cyberpunk this year, we even have an ad for Shadowrun. Welcome to level 1. This is the 5th volume, and always kind of seems an afterthought when it comes to Free RPG Day. It's sort of like it's the one thing that people don't necessarily pick up because it's not a brand name. They don't know what they're getting because the cover doesn't so much tell them. Like, for example, if I picked up a copy of Rabbit, the Dungeon Crawl Classics title, that's something you have some idea about before you dive into it. Nevertheless, let's have a look inside. Ninth level games, basically which runs Free RPG Day. Introduction there. Celebration of Free RPG Day 2024. That. And we bit of guidance here in terms of audience and tone as normal for this booklet, and as is normal for the indie style of storytelling and role-playing game. The guidance there being be safe, have fun, tools for having a safe and fun time with any RPG at the table. So it applies to not just to this little booklet, but also every other role-playing game, discussing lines and veils, the X card, and similar tools. Advert there for Obijima, which is another Tales from the Tallgrass, which is a setting which is previewed in for Free RPG Day. Before we get into Command Line, this is the first role-playing game in there. Essentially, which is a storytelling game about computer hacking, I'm presuming. Doesn't say quite clearly. We have stopinvasion.exe .xex or EXX, sorry. It was a good plan. Your team would infiltrate the mothership, upload the virus into the computer, shut down an invasion. Well, you've made it onto the ship, you've got access to one of the computer terminals, but there's one problem. Turns out the aliens don't use the same programming language you do. Now what? I mean, that's the sort of thing that's come about as a result of a film like Independence Day, where ultimately it works out that both Jeff Goldblum and the aliens use the same iOS operating system. So this is getting around that problem and is basically a direct counter to it. Script Kiddie is about code cracking. You see at the top here, you've got determined player age, number of players, so on, and the genre, and that's the same for all of them. It's nicely, neatly sums up the game. At the top there. And then we have Metavolt Heist, which is a role-playing game essentially of conducting cyberpunk missions, heist, that sort of thing. And the other thing that sort of like doesn't really engage in this because it's in black and white, because there's no clear item in there that stands out. Maybe the adverts, because you do, as promised on the back cover blurb, yes, there is an advert for Shadowrun in here. Application intelligence. It's a lark about interviewing with an artificially intelligent hiring manager that updates its neural network as it interviews applicants. Basically, so that's just about LARPing everyone's fear, enhanced by the fact that the manager in question is an AI. You know, what's it going to be? What's it going to recompute when it's asked the question? When you give an answer to the question, where do you see yourselves in 5 years? Because it can't be I'm replacing you because otherwise you become an AI. And start here, mini RPG for getting your friends and family involved when you don't normally, they're not interested. Super user DO, hacking simulation. Golems Command is a game for 3 or more players. A group of golems awaken in a room, lidless eyes spark from darkness within. Essentially, they have to find their way in this strange new world, newly awoken. And the god bit, you're a brand new god, grow your worshippers and help them flourish, or just smite them, either way. And that promises so find it again. But it will be strange. And that's just for one player. Okay. And then Spaceship Pets is the anthropomorphic one where you place pets aboard a spaceship, not pets aboard a spaceship. And then your dungeon room by room. You're an up and coming evil wizard. Now it's time to design a layer worthy of your one day infamy. So this is another solo kind of adventure or solo game. It's for one player. And Asimov may forbid it, which is a nice play upon Isaac Asimov's 3 laws of robotics, which you play an AI and you have to contend with the limits of those 3 laws of robotics. And then Help BD 738/Run, a silent game for 2 or more players using your cell phones or mobile phones, as it were. So that's you're exchanging text, that sort of thing, and going through the fortress. And virus attack. Your friends are a team of great computer scientists and cybersecurity experts, warding off any cyber threat that comes your team's way. So this is kind of reversing the situation where normally you're the hacker, you're making the cyber run, as it were, running the shadows. You're providing the protection. And offline 4-1. It's basically a game for one player. That one is about, because it's not always clear to say from basically essentially it's a game about playing a Discord server. Okay. And then list of contributors and advertisers in level 1, some adverts for other level 1 products, including the fun Kobolds Ate My Baby and Return to Dorktown, the role-playing game, so on. And this promises level 1 will return in 2025. And actually enables you to submit your game for that forthcoming issue coming next year, next June. So that is Level 1, Volume 5, released as part of Free RPG Day on June 22nd. Well, I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and Nook. If you did, then please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And penultimately, if you'd like to be informed or alerted to other unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me out here typically with a box containing a book or game or role-playing game, which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Lastly, I want to thank Wayland Forge for providing me with all these titles to unbox and review, and all the contributors to Level 1 Anthology, and last but not least, my driver's assistant for calling out the numbers on tab.
You're so welcome, my lovely.
Thanks again for watching. I'll be back again with another unboxing very soon. Bye for now.